welcome. Thanks for joining us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Colorado Rockies. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Dakota Hudson.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit. And have
Here's the Pirates lineup now. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boog. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt. And in one hops the wall, and that's a double.
Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
One out, a runner at second here in Game 3 of this 4-game series. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. And the Pirates take the lead. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That one the other way, and it goes just foul. Right-hander kick steals. And foul ball. The Pirates trying to break this one open. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first. The other way. Steps on first for the out. Now the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Up the middle, Tovar. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Cannonball coming. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Coors Field. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Nick Pivetta.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Stone Garrett stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a ball popped up. De La Cruz under it. Puts it away for the out. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And strike two. 2 out, space is empty. This one high in the air to left center. Hernandez right there to make the grab. And that's the inning. And we're back. And now the DH, Nico Horner. The pitch. Out to short, Tovar. Throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And now the catcher comes up to him. Dalton Rushing. Slider misses outside. Hudson, 30 years old now. A former first-round pick back in 2016. Bounce to the left side. Sends it to Tolia. They get him, but it was pretty close.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Hard hit, right side. Over to first. And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Bucks go down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. Bottom of the second. Here's Jason Hayward. The wind to kick the pitch. Late with the swing there.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
One there. Kicks and fires. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1-2 to count.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Brendan Rodgers digging in for the Rockies. Flips the corner. Going one. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up.
Jumps, but it's off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
He was late there, strike one.
1-1.
The Pirates up by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. That pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-2. And another ball.
It's a good take.
The 2-2. That one missed.
Full count.
In the air, right side. Brings it in for the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. In the air, out towards left center. He's got it, and there's one away. Ryan Reynolds here. He's already homered in this game. There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Alonso at the plate now as he chases after that one. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Here goes the runner. This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And it hits the base of the wall. The run scores all the way from first, and it's 4-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And now here is Brian Hayes. 2 outs. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
This one in the air center field. Hayward has a beat on it. Corrals it. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's bottom of the inning, and now Michael Toglia. And a good eye there.
That's the ball.
That one missing inside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. That one is gone. His first homer of the year, and they inch closer. It's 4-1.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business.
Joe Adele in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one in the air center field. Fraley makes the grab, 1 down. Drew Romo getting ready to hit. Drove in their only run in last night's game. And that one cutting but missing down low. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. So the batting order turns over. Stone Garrett now at the plate. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Slider clips the corner. And a foul ball. And there's a ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. That completes the strikeout, inning over. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching. Back here in Denver, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Nico Horner. Here's a high chopper. Rivera sends it across to first, and 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man. And here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. That's a base hit, and now the lineup turns over with 1 away. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Here's the center fielder, Jake Fraley. That one misses. 1-0. Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
De La Cruz, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
2 outs. Bounced out to short. Tovar. They get the force, and that is the inning. Pirates leave one as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Here comes a pitch. Rivera, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. On the ground to third, and that chance handled. And a quick out, number one. Next to hit for the Rockies, Nolan Jones. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
And there's a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The Rockies trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And they'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
In the air, left field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for Colorado, Jason Hayward. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Next offering is in for a strike. Right side. And that one handled. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. Rockies are down quietly, and they trail it 4-1. And the right-hander back to work. Foul ball.
You know, these Pirates, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Headed down the line, and that's a foul ball.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Liner snagged at first. Here's Pete Alonso. 1 for 2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. Swung on, belted. And that one hops the wall. Alonso is waved home. He'll score easily, and they lead by 4. And his 3rd hit of the game is a triple.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pitcher's away.
New pitcher on here, Kyle Freeland.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Hernandez stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The 1-0. This to third. Zips it across. Out number 2, and another run comes in. Now a chance for Ke'Bryan Hayes. That's ripped. Base hit. And that extends the inning. Here's Nico Horner. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Horner, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. On the ground. Over to Rogers. And that'll do it. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Pirates 6 and the Rockies 1.
We all have different visions of a future. What you think lie ahead for the coming days?
Back here at Coors Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for Colorado, Brendan Rodgers.
1-0.
And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 1. There's the strike. And he deals. He swings and fouls one off. The pitch. And it falls. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
0-2.
Rodgers on at first, nobody out. Center field, Fraley should have it. Drops into the glove, 1 away. Here's Michael Toglia. He's already homered here in this one. Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. So first and second with 1 man gone. Now the left fielder, Joe Adell. That one fouled off. Fought off foul. Struck him out looking. So first and second with 2 outs. Drew Romo digging in for the Rockies. Right through there for a strike. And it's 1-1. And there's the strike.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. Freeland back to work. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. On the ground right side. Rodgers throws to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Back to the top of the lineup, Jake Fraley, the next Pirate to hit. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
De La Cruz now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Runner on the go. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. He will score. It's 7-1. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way the
runner takes off, swing and a miss. Over to third, but the throw's offline.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
And this is inside. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2
Timeout
strikes.
asked for and give it at the plate now. That one lifted to left. Adele going after it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 8-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Pete Alonso, the next Pirate to hit. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. A massive home run. His second home run of the series, and they add on. It's 9-1. As we get a look at the numbers, StatCast tells us exactly what we were all thinking. This is one of the longest home runs we have. New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, number 98.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of.
And that is that. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 a solo shot. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Pirates. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Stone Garrett digging in for the Rockies. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Here's the 0-2. Goes down looking. Next to hit for the Rockies, Emmanuel Rivera. Swings through that.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Caught just shy of the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Yeah. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Next offering upstairs. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game looking at the pitching matchup where you expected.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, Teoscar Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Lucas Gilbert preparing to come on if needed. Bird getting loose as well. Ball one there. And a pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. On the move. Hauls it in for the out. Ke'Bryan Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time. Two outs, base is empty. Up next for the Pirates, Nico Hoerner. And a foul ball. Just a weak fly ball this time. Snags it on the run. And that's the third out. Back here in Denver, bottom of the 7th. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Jason Hayward. Fastball for a strike.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer.
No ball.
Never seems to help. Never helped me. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Outside low, and that is ball one. Out there to center. And there's one down. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Right side, hard hit. Gets it to first, and there are 2 outs.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
And first offering is fouled off.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
2 down, nobody on. Missed inside with the curve. Caught him looking for the K. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail it big. It's 9-1. For the top of the 8th, here's the Pirates catcher now, Dalton Rushing. And the first offering is not close. Action in the pen down there. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. There's a strike.
1-1.
Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, left field. Adele moves under it. And it's caught for the out. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jake Fraley. And it's fouled away. 1 out, base is empty. Left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Ellie De La Cruz. Puts a bunt down. And safe at first, a bunt single. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. Runner takes off. Laced down the line. Could be extra bases. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. And they now lead by 9. So 2 down. Pete Alonso, the next Pirate to hit. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Reynolds at second with 2 down. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hayward moving under this one. And that is that. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Buck. Back here at Coors Field. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now at the plate, Michael Toglia. The wind and the pitch. And there's a strike. Pivetta still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez makes the catch, and there's one down. Here's Joe Adele. Pitch is in there. Strike one. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one's gone. His first homer of the year. It's 10-2.
With a low 90s fast.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Nick Pivetta will depart, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Matt Strom on to pitch out of the pen here.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Base hit center field. And that turns the lineup over.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Garrett stands in now and watches strike one. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's a 6th.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. The Rockies get one by way of the long ball. And now an 8-run lead at 10-2. New inning getting started. Now here is O'Neal Cruz. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run. Swing, and that ball is blasted. That one on its way, and it is gone. A home run, and that's the cycle. Some history here, and what a game he's had. Chris, you hit for the cycle, so you know what this is like.
It's a really cool thing to accomplish, especially when your team gets the W. And one thing that gets lost in this is that you had at least 4 hits in a ball game, and not a lot of guys can even say they did that in the course of their career.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Ground ball left side. Sends it to Tolia, and Hernandez is out. Up next for the Pirates, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Hit in the air, left field. Adele moves under it. They got it for out number 2.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter.
Nico Horner, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a base hit right there. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And now the catcher comes up to him. Dalton rushing. Throw to first. And he's back in safely. Horner on the go. That one ripped right center field, and no one can get there. around third. He scores, and it's now 12-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Lucas Gilbert.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Not in time, and he reaches safely.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. De La Cruz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Step off, throw to first. Fraley back in standing. Rushing the runner at third. Fraley on at first with 2 down. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. They put 2 on the board on 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Pirates 12 and the Rockies 2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Camilo Doval.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Fraley takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down. He's 2 outs away. Jason Hayward will hit next.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Toss to Alonso, and they're down to their last out. And now Brendan Rodgers. That's in there. That's strike 1. Doval is just 1 strike away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he grabs it, foul. And a foul ball. Right-handed reliever. Line to left. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Pirates slug their way to a win in this one.
Offensive explosion today for these players that gave up a few runs, but they have more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
And your final 12-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Question 14, Muslim lesson 2. Dip diver, civilizer 85er. I make the devil hit his knees and say to our Father, abracadabra. You rock it.